Hello. This video is being recorded right after the last one, showing off a combo that was shown to me by a viewer. The matches you're going to see in today's episode, I guess, if you want to call it that, are done using the deck that was used there. It is a little bit different from how I have it built now, but I can, at least very quickly, show you what the deck looked like during the recording. Oh, that's not supposed to happen yet. There we go. Why am I not allowed to view my decks? Okay, I guess I can't view the deck. Oh well, I can at least say what it was, I think. If you have paid attention to this, you might notice something new. I made a Yggdrasil deck. I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. It feels like there's too little synergy between it, and the fact that like I want to play this card in main, but it locks you, so it came up in a game and it cost me. It's like I'd rather just play pure Mitsu or pure Ryzil, and it's especially since I can't search this, and I really love this card and the idea of getting to make like link plays. It's like oh well. But anyways, in that video, I was doing the combo a viewer suggested of Eldritch Golden Lord and 3 Delta of Invitation, and then using 4 extra slots: Flying Mary, Varudris, Fallen Angel of Golden Land, and Mad Golden Lord. In one of the videos, or one of the replays for today's video, I will attempt the combo, but it will sadly get stopped. And that will really suck. But the list I'm using in these games was not playing a copy of Rushia. It was not playing as many copies of something else, I believe. I can't find it anymore, but I had another card in here that I took out. I think I took out the Fualosis from main. And I have the Nightmare Apprentice and Diabells in here, because I realized Nightmare Apprentice is also technically a combo starter if I can't immediately turn on Diabells, because while Nightmare Apprentice will immediately droll me, what she does do is, assuming I get drolled, it's fine, because either A, I have Diabells access, which is just nice, or I can add actually a copy of Diabells the White Witch, and then yes, I will get drolled, but I can still send a card, and then use Diabells the White Witch to send Morian, so at least I get a Book of Moon for the opponent's turn. Compared to my last list, I'm also playing a few things different. I have one less copy of Wanted, just because it's nice opening it, because it means I can start with the Diabell Star line, but I do immediately get drolled right at the start, so I was like, maybe not that worth it. And I can search it. I cut down Azamina LZ of the White Forest to 1, which is so funny, because I tried like 10 games, I only got 3 good ones. In 7 of those games, I opened LZ. Not the 3 of, the 1 of. And when I opened her, she was doing nothing. So it's like, man, that's so nice. I also have, because I'm playing this package of the Eldritch stuff, I'm missing out on Herald, which, due to what I found out one of the decks was actually very bad for me, because had I not, I could have made the Herald, which would have been great, because one of my opponents is actually playing Draco Tail. They just didn't draw well. But I am also playing one new White Forest card, or another White Forest card in here. I am playing a third copy of Sylvie, just so I have more starters. I am playing Scourge of the White Forest, because you can finagle your combo sometimes, depending on what you open, to search this, and this is quite nice. It's tribute a Synchro monster to target a face-up monster on or a face-up card on the field, and negate it, and if you tribute a White Forest Synchro monster specifically, you can actually summon an illusion back. So what's really funny about this is you can use this on something like Forbidden Droplet. If they don't send a spell and you have this, you can chain this to negate the droplet. Or let's say they droplet and they droplet some of your stuff, and one of them is the Queen Diabell Synchro Monster, you can tribute that Queen Diabell and then summon her back. So then she won't be negated anymore. Pretty cool. And just like the other White Forest card, it sets itself, which is really nice. I'm playing 2 copies of Tails just because I like being able to open it. I feel like probably the next time I play this deck, I won't have the Eldritch cards in here. I will take the Eldritch stuff out, I'll take the extra deck stuff out, put these extra deck cards back in, just so I have them. And then, who knows, maybe I'll do the toy box stuff, because I did put the toy box package in here, it's just something small. But regardless, let's get to the games. That's the first game I played, this is actually just a really nice board as I want to make. As always, let us reduce game speed. So this hand it's pretty nice. Kind of sucks to draw Hallowed Oh man, I cannot speak today. It kind of sucks to draw the Hallowed Azamina, but I mean, hey, I can at least use it. So, pretty okay start. It will lose extremely hard to draw, which sucks, but just can't really do anything about that. So, start of turn, go Diabell's the White Witch, we'll send Tails. Then I can chain block the Diabells using the Tails and set the Tails. Send Curse, get Philia. Then I can Philia for the Diabell Star Vengeance. I can White Forest. I White Forested now. What I should have done is probably just Hallowed Azamina, send the Vengeance now, and get the Ilia Sylvia so I have the negate, but I wasn't thinking. It's like, well, I'm locked into it now, so I'm like, well, I guess I'll get rid of the Hallowed. So I normal summon the Stellar, send the Field Spell. Honestly, I should have just sent this. Then go Sylvie, and because I already had the Tails, I could search for the negate, which is nice. Make the Reclea, send the negate, add a copy of Azamina LZ. Go UU, set, summon, go. Make Queen Diabell, chain block, get back the field spell, and search Wanted. Then go Wanted, get Diabell Star. Diabell Star, send the Hallowed now, set the Deception. Hallowed, return the Azamina LZ to get itself back. Then I go Deception, tribute the Vengeance in hand since I didn't use her with the Hallowed to get the Ilia Sylvia. To get Deaders, so I can make an Ilia Sylvia on my opponent's turn. Now I go Tails for LZ regular. I go Diabell Star Vengeance to summon. And Philia Diabell. And set 2. So this board, none of my monsters can be destroyed by card effects. She is a pop. If she goes away, she can summon herself back. She can summon a Book of Moon card, or I can summon the Poplar if needed. I have Chimera set up. I have face-up card negate, and I have Ilia Sylvia. And then, so long as I do Chimera anytime before I use Queen, then I actually get to add back LZ. And then even if not, I'm going to have Field Spell for next turn. So my opponent draws. They go Droplet, send 1 card. I'm like, okay, what are they going to negate? Then negate the Queen. I'm like, honestly, that's perfect for me. So they go Varus, pitch Malicious Bane. I'm like, okay, I'll Deaders to get the Ilia Sylvia. Because I was thinking I wanted to let them get the trap monster thing that they would summon to get Vision. It's like, nah, I'll just stop them from getting to it. Ilia Sylvia will negate. They will chain Mass Change. Honestly, they didn't need to, because it's not like this negates and destroys, it just negates. And it's not like it targets, so it's still gonna get negated. But I'm like, okay, I'll just stop this, and I'll get the Queen back, and now the Queen's no longer negated. So they go Malicious Bane, and I go for the Sinful Spoils to summon the Chimera. I use the Azet, the Stellar, and the regular Diabell. Summon the Chimera. Diabell effect to chain block Chimera so it can't be Ash Blossom to stop it. And then pop 2. Then use Diabell to set Morian, since I drew into a Wanted. And that's the first match. Oh, I believe I was also running 3 Diabell in these lists. Then we have a game where I did get drolled, but I was actually, because of how I opened, able to make a pretty nice board still. So draw phase, we get the DFL star. Then I went for Nightmare Apprentice, pitch a Sinful Spoils to get Diabels so I can have Imperm protection. And it also protects from Dominuses, I gotta remember that too. So I search, and oh, would you look at that, droll. It's like, well, that sucks. Well, like, okay, I'll get the Imperm protection, so I summon Diabels, I send this LZ for a Diabel star, and instead of setting Deception, since I can't add, I set Sinful Spoils the White Force to set up Chimera. So then I use Morian to reset itself. Now I have, they must set spell traps in order to use them, and if they set a card, I get to pop. I have Diabellstar who can come back, and I have Chimera and a Book of Moon. So still pretty nice. I can work with this. They go Unicorn. I'm like, I think that's worth it. So I Book of Moon it immediately. They then send a Wanted for a Diabellstar. They set Deception, so I'm like, okay, let's do this. Since they set it, I can go Diabels, and I can target my Illusionist, and then Chainlink to Fusion Chimera. And now I have Chimera pop. So Chimera will draw and pop, and then I can chain block it with the Diabellstar, sending the Chimera, since it only gets protection. So I draw a card and I pop 2. Then I go Diabellstar, set Deception. Now that was all the interaction I had. If these last 2 cards were something like a normal summon Ice Ryziel or something, I was probably cooked. Actually, not probably, definitely. But hey, I was like able to do something even after getting drolled. Pretty nice. Finally, all I had to play around in this first part was Canine, because I guess they just bricked. So, I don't know why it says Duelist suddenly. They go Izuna, send the Lupus. I was so tempted to Ash, it's like I can't turn on their stuff. Because if I do, it's like, okay, well then they just make Ripper somehow, and then they just blow my back walls out. So I held the Ash. Like, okay, this is a moment where I really wish I had Rusha, because she does, I don't believe she activates an effect to summon, it's just an inherent summon. So I'm like, okay, I'll go a Stellar, and I'll send Tails. They Ash me here, I'm like, okay, they'll get Tails. Because if I had Rusha here, I could actually add the Rusha some way, and then summon the Rusha, and then do that without having to activate a monster effect. And then that doesn't get me Reclea, I make Silvera, and I can Book of Moon the Izuna. So even if I then activate a monster effect and he gets Lupus back, cool, doesn't matter, because he would have to have another Izuna in hand to summon. Which if he does, then oh well, but like if not, I'm fine. So I go Tails, I got Azamina LZ, but again, I'm playing Rusha now. I think here you get Rusha. Now you get LZ, I'll send the Hollowed Azamina since I'm not going to have access, I don't think. They go this because I'm activating. I get the Diabell's Witch of the White Forest. Because I have Field Spell already, I'm just going to send it. They go this. I'm thinking they're going to make the rank 5 that sucks a monster, and wait, but no, they just made Ripper. I'm like, oh, if they're making Ripper, they might not be that good. So I'm like, let's see if I fire LZ Azamina, they just shotgun negate. I was correct. It's like, perfect, I don't have to play through anything known anymore. So I go Field Spell to get Sylvie. Again, once again, I could have just gotten Rusha here. And had I gotten Rusha, I could Rusha summon. And then I could make a 6. And then I could make an 8. Like, I could be perfectly fine, but didn't have Rusha now. Here's where I would have made Herald if I had it in the extra, but sadly I didn't because playing the Eldritch stuff. I also just realized the Eldritch stuff isn't even in this video because none of these games had me draw it, that's right. That's another reason why I really didn't like the droll protection like stuff that I was playing before, like the drivers, is that there's no way to get it in engine. Like, I like being able to have droll protection that I can do in engine, which, like, at least the field spell gets me to that. It just costs me the search from the field spell, and it requires me to have such a specific hand in order to do it. So it's like almost not worth it, but I still want to put the cards in the extra just in case. So I actually go to do something really genius here, but I made a mistake because I forgot the K9 cards and what they do since I haven't played them in a bit. Like, I turn them into a tuner, or one into a tuner, and I make Poplar. Then I go put them in the back row. Then I make Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. I'm like, okay, I could put this in the back row, and that's going to turn off, like, imperms and stuff. And then I could make a 12 with this, so I can make the Vengeance Dragon, so I at least have something. Plus I'll have the Diabels. Instead, I have to target himself, because it can't be targeted because his loop is under it. I'm like, ah, right. So then I'm like, well, I'll try and make a good thing out of a bad. So I send this for the Diabels, and then, because I thought it was adding, so I was like, oh, I get to add Wanted here. And then I send Wanted. Had I not sent Wanted, I would have sent Curse. Curse would have then added me Philia. Philia would have added me Vengeance. Then I go banish the Curse and the Philia to summon Vengeance. And then, oh, would you look at that? I have I have protection from my monsters being destroyed, which is great. I have Vengeance, who she can just summon Silvera on my opponent's turn still. She doesn't have to summon Poplar, and I have Poplar to make Vengeance Dragon. So I would have been perfectly fine, but I just made so many misplays. I'm like, okay, let's just make Vengeance now. So I make them and just pass. They have a 4-card hand. I'm like, okay, I just gotta hope this Ash Blossom and this Vengeance are enough. And I see the Rahu Dracu tail, and I'm like, oh, yep, they have nothing. Because otherwise they would have done something. So I'm like, Ash this. They go Ripper, and then they Tribute Set. I imagine they don't live long enough to get me to go to the battle phase, but I imagine this was probably one of the one Tribute Draco Tails that was just dead. Because Perulia is useless, but now I have Sylvie. They Ash the Sylvie. It's like, okay, I have this. And let's assume they had the Ash Blossom for the last turn as well. Then had I done that play, or no, they didn't, because they would have just Ashed a bunch of other stuff. So they drew that Ash for turn. So it didn't even matter. But yeah, now I get Wanted, and then I search the Negate. And then a Stellar gets to come back now, and they're like, yeah, I see the writing on the wall. Yeah, so a bit of a shorter video. I think I've decided I don't want to have this Eldritch package, because again, it is just, you have to draw it. There is no way to search it. Like, there's not even a terraforming legal. So it's just, if you draw it, then you can get yourself an Adi Negate. But it is going to cost you 4 main deck slots, 4 extra deck slots. Thank you very much to the viewer that watched my previous video and put this in the comments. I just don't think it's something I'm going to be running. I feel like I might put in the Toy Box engine just as stuff, but I could also just throw the 3 sales band back in called roll. For now, here's the deck list one final time. In case anyone does want to play it with that, I think this is probably the better way to do it. Just having a copy of Rushia can be very nice. And if I check, I believe this is the same as an inherent. Let me check Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon. Let's check. Now I know this is an inherent summon. This would be an inherent summon. There's no coin. Okay, looks like she might not be. She might be an activated effect. Darn. I mean, it's still nice to have her. Just a way to summon a 4. Whatever. Anyways, thank you as always for watching. I hope you have a great day, and don't forget to drink your water.